Let me tell you a story. Today I was with my high school class and we got called into the auditorium, and they were presenting a lecture on mental health and suicide prevention. And as I walk into the class, as I sit down, I look around the class. Half the kids are on their phones scrolling TikTok with their self-diagnosed ADHD. They can't focus because they're so jittery from all the dopamine that's being released from TikTok. They're texting someone, they're doing something on their phone. It doesn't matter. They're just not in the moment. These same people are the ones who need the mental health lecture the most. 20% of them. Let's say there was about 200 kids in this room today, that I was sitting in, that I'm talking about right now. 20% of them have depression, according to statistics based on the National Institute of Health and Government, in America. 20% of these kids have depression. That's 40 kids in that room. And I can guarantee you, those 40 kids were the ones spasming out on their phones. These people have futures. These people will have a family. You are one of these people, perhaps. You will have a family and you won't even be able to provide for them because you're just so spasmed out on your phone. You're so unfocused, unproductive. You can't focus on a task for 60 minutes. You can't even keep your eyes on the page. You can't even read a book. I bet so many of you, if I gave you a paragraph to read right now, your eyes would just wander. And that's not even, I'm not trying to be offensive, but it's the way that TikTok has given us guppy attention spans. There's been scientific research showing this, okay? And you should be worried about this because you are going to grow up one day and you're going to have a family. And you are going to be competing with the rest of the world. Do you think you can beat me if you've been scrolling TikTok for 4 hours? 4 hours in the morning every day? Do you think you could beat me if you wake up and the first thing you do is check your phone? Maybe you don't want to beat me. But the thing is, this is all correlated to your happiness. Right now you're watching this video and you're coping. You're thinking of, this guy's crazy. This guy's a lunatic. He's some conspiracy theorist. I'm doing this for you. So whatever belief you have in your brain right now, just eradicate it right now. Just listen to me. Listen to me, okay? So I want you to take the mental health test in the description right now. I'll post what I got. Pause the video and take it right now. Screenshot what you get, and we're going to put you on a plan that's going to help improve this score for the rest of your life, okay? So now that you've taken the test, okay, so I just got a 7 and a 7 in both the depression score and the anxiety score, okay? Now depression is how happy you are, okay? As I said, 20% of teenagers in America, which is probably you because you're watching this, 20% of you have depression. You can control depression, okay? Maybe there's some instances that there's some chemical imbalance. Maybe there's some instances of that, but for the vast majority, you can control if you have depression or not, okay? And even if you don't have depression, you can get rid of negative thoughts and negative feelings. You can be so much happier than what you are right now if you just heed these principles, okay? So the first thing I want you to do is get a notebook right now, or just a piece of paper. And if you don't have any of those, just open your notes app in your phone. Right now, I want you to write 5 things you're grateful for. If you can't tell me 5 things you're grateful for right now off the top of your head, then that is a problem. We need to fix that, okay? So I'll tell you some things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my mom who packs my dinner every day, my lunch and dinner. She gets me dinner. I'm grateful for my friends on the cross-country team for pushing me so hard and running with me during my workouts. I'm grateful for the person who brought me back from school today because I didn't have a ride back home. I'm grateful for, this shirt right now because it's an athletic shirt and I can run in it. It's specifically cotton, so it doesn't have any polyester in it, which releases some bad chemicals. I'm grateful for my parents moving to America and letting me have this life and this good education and for them working so hard for me and my brother. So by now you should have some things you're grateful for. Write them down, and this will make you a more grateful person. This will increase your skill of gratitude. Gratitude is directly correlated to your happiness in life. You can be a millionaire but ungrateful and be not happy at all, okay? You're only as happy as you are grateful. Like, think of it like this. Your constraint in your mental health is your gratitude. So this is your gratitude, and this is the potential happiness you could have. If you just level this skill up, you could be all the way up here. And the way to level this up is by doing what I just made you do every single day for the rest of your life. Writing some gratitude things in your notebook. I keep a notebook, and I do it at the end of my days, so maybe that's something you want to do. But I also recommend you probably want to do it early in your days, because that'll set up your day for gratitude. Once you develop the skill of gratitude, you are going to look at things so much differently in life, okay? Instead of, I'm so sad I failed the math test. I'm so sad because I deserve that A. I deserve that A. You're going to look at it in a different way. You're going to be like, I'm grateful I failed the math test, because that's my wake-up call to actually start studying, and maybe this will save me on the semester exam, because now I'm so much alert of my mistakes and my weakness areas. The next area of focus you need to go into is the next area of focus to improve your mental health and your focus is meditation. So I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been slacking on this recently, but for the first time in a long time, today I meditated for like maybe 2 minutes. Right now, I want you to pause the video and download the app I have for you in the description. It's called Medito. This is a free app, free meditation app. And once you download the app, click on the 3-minute meditation thing. There will be a 3-minute meditation thing, and I'll screenshot it and put it on here so you can see. But just do that right now. Pause the video and do that right now. This is what you're gonna do for the rest of your life. It's just focus on the breath. And it's so easy in the app I mentioned below, because there's a guy who just walks you through the meditation process. And meditation is directly correlated to your focus. This will allow you to be able to read the pages in a book and not have some random thoughts that just come out of nowhere, that take you out of the blue, you know? This will be able to keep you from picking up your phone when it's time to work. This will make you an overall more productive person, and it'll keep you from overthinking as well, because when you meditate, you're giving yourself time to clear out those thoughts and reduce anxiety. So that will reduce the anxiety score on that score I gave you. And then the next thing that you need to do is exercise. How could you be happy if you don't treat yourself well, okay? How could you be happy if you don't exercise? How could you be happy if you don't just are not healthy? You need to be healthy to be happy, okay? So do a form of exercise that you like for 30 minutes every day. 30 minutes is like the 80% of what you need to do to get, the 20% of what you need to do to get the 80% of the results. As long as you exercise just 30 minutes a day for the rest of your life, that'll be life-changing. That'll determine your salary. That'll be a fork in the road for your salary. If you exercise for the rest of your life, you will think sharper. You will be more attractive too. That'll open more doors for you once you do this in the long term. And the future is coming. So you might as well start right now. Your future self is gonna look back at you and be so happy that you were exercising and testing yourself mentally, because right now, look at your past self. How could you be happy at your past self if you haven't been exercising, if you haven't been doing these hard things? How could you be happy if you haven't just gone outside and climbed a tree? Go do that someday. That's what true happiness is, not these material things. Not these material things, not these Instagram likes, the Instagram followers, not the notifications from Snapchat. Those are happiness. Right now is happiness. Right now is the chance to be happy, okay? And that includes right this second, okay? So I don't care what time of the day you're watching this, find an exercise you like to do. maybe it's running. For me, it's running. I do cross country. I'm on the cross country team. But for many people, it might be like weightlifting. Maybe it's canoeing. Whatever you like, as long as it's what you enjoy, that's what you'll do for the rest of your life. So think of it that way. Think long term, not just what will get me the most results. And I like to just say a couple things like, dude, our generation is the most depressed compared to our ancestors, compared to our past generations. And our generation is also the most online. We are chronically online all the time. So another thing I think you should be doing is reducing the amount of time you spend on your screen. Okay, so there's a widget. Go to like the screen time and then add that to widgets. And then put it on your phone lock screen so you could see it and be aware of it. Okay, if you are spending all this time on your phone, you are not in the moment. You are not doing what you really should be doing. Like, you don't really need me to explain it to you. You have other things that you could be doing right now. Your future family is depending on these things that you could be doing right now. Maybe it's learning a skill. Maybe it's developing yourself mentally so you can be a good father. I don't know. Maybe it's just reading a book, okay? But anything is better than wasting your time on these useless apps that you're gonna forget, okay? Like, did you scroll on Instagram today or TikTok? If you did, tell me, what do you remember from that scroll session? Do you remember anything? Probably not, right? There's been scientific research on this, like, that says you can't even remember after you scroll up on the last thing you watched. All right. I hope I have inspired you to improve yourself for the rest of your life. This isn't a one-time thing. Take that mental health test and then report back to this video in 3 weeks, because that would really make me happy. And then comment down your score, your new score. And I would love to see like the before and after. So if you do that, that would be nice. Okay. And if you really think this would help you and or it will help anyone else you know in your life, send it to them, because that would really mean a lot to me. And like, subscribe, because that'll give me a larger audience, quite frankly. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Comment, because that'll increase my impression rate. It'll get me more views, okay? And follow the Instagram, because I post about myself on there if you care about that. But yeah, think big. If you don't take action on the steps I just provided you right now, this whole video was a waste of time. And your whole future would have been changed if you just listened to this video. Just take these 3 things into account: exercise, gratitude journaling, and meditation. That will change your life forever. This video is a fork in the crossroads for you. You just went that way instead of this way, down the steps. Think big. Faris Faisal, I'm out.